Hi viewers, thank you for joining me live again today on my ninth day of YouTube live challenge that I've taken for myself for 30 days. And here I am here to help you help the students who are facing exams in just few days by giving them tips and tricks that can help them in their exam preparation and exam execution while writing the exam. So I just wanted to go on quick live and share with you a quick secret about how to become fearless about mathematics. Right? I have heard many people say about mathematics that I'm afraid, it's afraid and everything. I'm afraid it's so difficult and all those things. So for the in that one secret there are two parts. Okay, the two parts in that one secret that I'm going to share quickly and very fastly. You might think this is a very simple thing, it's a normal thing. If you think like that and disregard it, then I'll tell you you are missing out something, right? Sometimes very profound things in life are very simple, like how to have a loving relationship is to just to say sorry and thank you, right? So that simple thing can save a big problem in a relationship. Like that, these two tips that I'm going to give you, which is part of one secret, is very simple. But I'm telling you, I have, with my 15 years 20 years of math teaching experience, children or students who have followed these two tips from me have always overcome the fear of math. And I have also overcome the fear of math using the same thing. First of all, you won't feel math is it's something to be afraid about. So the tips go here. Pay attention, please. Right? Pay attention. So the tips are: first, many people, when they start learning mathematics, what do? They Children take a book to start to practice or to learn math for their exam. What do? Let's say circles chapter starts at page number 15. But do they start reading from page number 15? No. They'll go to page number 17. Why? Because that's where worked worked solution, solved examples will start. Page number 15 is the circles chapter will start, but the page number 17 where the worked out sums, example problems will start. So children will either start from there, or they'll go to page number 18 or 19 where the exercise will start. That's where they'll start. That's the number one reason for having fear about math. What is happening? As soon as you take a book, you are seeing a problem and you're trying to understand a solution. But instead, you should start. If circle chapter starts at page 15, and page 15 and 16 is talking about the concepts, the background about it. If it is talking about that, students must read that one. 98% of students who I have seen till now, when I go to government schools or other schools where I conduct free sessions, when I go and ask them, where do you start learning from? Every one of them, 98% of them, 99% of them, show me the place from where solved examples are there, or from exercise where it starts, not from the first line of the chapter. But other subjects, how do they start studying? They start studying from the beginning of the lesson. Or for younger children, they start studying only for the question answers. Again, that is also the problem. And you all know, for example, in other subjects, parents somehow during their course, we ask the children to study even the textbook for social or science or all those English and all. But when it comes to math, none of us none of us tell our children to start from the page, the beginning of the chapter. We don't do. And that is where the secret lies. If the student starts to read before the chapter is done or after the chapter is done, or for preparation for exam, if a student starts reading the concept where it's explained, then what happens? Their concept clarity comes. After the concept clarity, when they try to do the problems, then it becomes easier. That's the first secret. Without that, as soon as you see the problems, as soon as you open the textbook, see the problem and do, what will happen? As soon as you open a problem is there, obviously you'll become afraid. That's the number one reason. Number one tip is to start reading the concept given. Then the second thing, second part of the same secret is you start reading concept, but when you come to the worked examples or solved examples, you must, the student must not see how it is done. You say, ah, that is totally opposite. Worked examples is given so that we can see. No, a student who starts doing on their own, okay, gets stuck, gets struggles a little, but then they start thinking how to do, how to do, how to do, how to do, and somehow they solve something they get. Now now is the time to open the solution part of the solved example and check, oh, is it correct? Is my steps correct? What has gone wrong? Okay, this is wrong, this is wrong. Now what is happening? There is a feedback mechanism in our brain. It tries to see what is the mismatch between the problem, how it is solved by the textbook people, or by the author of the textbook, and how the child has solved. When the child tries to check both these things, they see it is, oh, these are the things have changed, these are the things, okay, okay, okay. Instead of learning something, learning how somebody else has done, we do it and then we figure out. It becomes a feedback it becomes. And similarly, when teacher is doing a problem, a student who does not see how the teacher is solving, rather tries to solve but gets stuck or solves it, failure, success, failure, anything, let it be. After trying once, then they see the board what the teacher is doing and then they solve it. Then, after they doing on their own and then seeing what the teacher has done, and then checking whether the answer is correct or not, and learning then what is the mistake. Learning from the mistakes brings in a growth mindset in a child, and a person who has a growth mindset becomes fearless. That's the entire idea. That's the entire idea. Now what happens when the child does on their own is they start to get the feeling of faith in themselves. What is the opposite of fear? The opposite of fear is faith, not fearlessness or not confidence. Faith. Now, faith in themselves, how it will come? How will they start believing in themselves? By trying to solve on their own. Say, in the beginning, the child might be completely wrong. First one problem, what the child did in the book without seeing what the teacher did, and the teacher did maybe completely wrong, possible. But if they continue the practice, second problem on their own, third problem on their own, if they start doing on their own and then keep on seeing, there will be a point when the child will, new question is there, new question, and the child is able to solve completely on their own. When they have progressed like that, then they'll start believing in themselves. When they start believing in themselves, they will no more fear math. Why do children fear math? Because it's of unknown. They don't know what kind of questions is going to come. But if they have already dealt with it, like every time they take out a math textbook, they are trying to do on their own. Let the teacher be teaching, but the child is trying to do on their own. What is happening? They are touching base that fear of unknown. They don't know. New question is coming. Just like in how an exam, they'll get a new question. Now also in textbook where they're trying to solve, that time also it's new for them. What's happening? Fear of unknown. They're touching unknown, unknown, unknown. So they get used to this fear of unknown. When you get used to the fear of unknown, you'll become fearless of math. And you'll have a growth mindset. What does a growth mindset say? Growth mindset says that whatever be the case, if I try, I can do it. So that's what the growth mindset is about. If I try, I can do it. It's not about whether I know it or not. If I try, let me try and see. Whatever I know, I'll start with it. When a child starts to have that kind of feelings by these two methods, first, the concept that is explained in the beginning of the chapter must be read, and the second, worked examples, solved examples, they should not see it without seeing they solve. Any student who does these two things can overcome the fear of math. For that, I am the guarantee. Why I'm saying this? Because I've seen hundreds of students overcome the fear of math by following this principle. They have become fearless about math. I don't know whether they score good and everything and all, but finally they don't have fear of math. And if they don't have fear of math, they surely get first class or distinction. This is the kind of thing they get, and that's possible because of these two things. So if you like this video, and if you want more details, check my first comment. You will have details more about my program and the things how I do and what I do and all those things in the first comment of this live. With this short live, with this short but top secret of a person who has overcome math fear, myself and my students. So here I end my live. Thank you for joining me here again. See you again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Weekend we are doing at 6:30 p.m. See you there. Bye bye.